She's clearly an unbelievable player, came in with an unbelievable following. Has brought a lot of new fans to the league. If you look at our historic season around our attendance, our viewership, Caitlin, Angel too, Angel Reese, Reese Jackson, Cameron Brink. This class of rookies, we will be talking about them a generation from now.
Engelbert emphasized the importance of building sustainable growth for women's basketball, with a clear vision for expanding the WNBA's reach globally. She's not just focused on the now, but the future, paving a way for young athletes like Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese to have a league that truly amplifies their talents.
So I think it's just to give recognition that in sports, people watch for compelling content and rivalries, and you can't do that alone.
Engelbert discussed the impact of rivalry in sports, something she's strategically capitalized on. Understanding that players like Clark and Reese aren't just athletes, they are icons in the making. The commissioner touched on the game's evolution, how social media has created direct lines between players and their fans, drastically different from when the WNBA first began in 1997. It's this blend of old-school passion and new-age technology that Kathy believes will drive the league into the future, a future that she's determined to shape. She's been very clear about the impact that rising stars like Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese are having on the league, and how they're shaping the next generation of the sport. But it's not just about the game on the court. We'll also dive into the intense discussions surrounding fan behavior, with growing concerns about how toxic rivalries are affecting the league's image. From racial divides between fan bases to the WNBA's response to protect its players, there's a lot to unpack. Engelbert has taken a strong stance on how this year's historic rookie class is boosting the league's popularity, but she's also been under fire for not addressing certain issues head-on. Today we'll break down her latest comments, how they're being received by the players, and what it means for the future of the league. Stick with us as we explore the dynamic rivalries, the ongoing challenges, and the evolving landscape of the WNBA. During a recent interview on 60 Minutes, WNBA Commissioner Kathy Engelbert addressed one of the hottest topics in women's basketball, the meteoric rise of star rookies like Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. If you've been following the 2024 WNBA season, you've undoubtedly heard about the Caitlin Clark phenomenon. After a legendary college career at Iowa, where she shattered records and became a household name, Clark's transition into the WNBA has been nothing short of spectacular. Clark's impact on the Indiana Fever has been transformative. Not only has she helped turn around a struggling franchise, but she's also become the driving force behind a massive surge in the WNBA's popularity. The Fever's home games have been packed to the brim with record-breaking attendance numbers, and TV viewership has skyrocketed thanks in large part to the excitement surrounding Clark's debut season. Her ability to command attention both on and off the court has drawn new fans to the league and reignited the passion of longtime WNBA supporters. Engelbert was quick to remind everyone that while Clark is an undeniable superstar, the success of the WNBA cannot be credited to just one player. Angel Reese, another standout rookie, has been equally crucial in growing the league's appeal. Reese, who made waves at LSU with her fiery play and bold personality, has brought her own fan base into the WNBA, creating an exciting rivalry between her and Clark that stretches back to their college days. This rivalry, which gained national attention during the 2023 NCAA championship game, has followed them into the professional ranks, adding even more layers to their already compelling stories. Overall, Engelbert's message was clear. While players like Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese are changing the game, the league's growth is built on the strength of all its stars, and protecting the integrity of the game and its players is a top priority moving forward. This season isn't just about one or two players, it's about the future of women's basketball. Engelbert was quick to remind us that the league's success doesn't rest on the shoulders of one player alone. When asked about the Caitlin Clark phenomenon, Engelbert highlighted that while Clark is an undeniable force, other rookies like Angel Reese, Reese Jackson, and Cameron Brink are just as pivotal in driving the league's popularity.
She's absolutely right. Angel Reese, who took the college basketball world by storm with her dominant performances at LSU, has brought her own massive following into the WNBA. Just like Caitlin Clark, Reese isn't only making headlines with her talent, but she's also expanding the fan base and injecting new energy into the league. These rookies are becoming household names, attracting a younger, more diverse audience and pushing the WNBA into the mainstream conversation like never before. But Cathy Engelbert didn't stop there. She explained why it's crucial to recognize all the stars who are contributing to the league's growth. In her words, "No league is ever about one player." While the rivalry between Clark and Reese has undeniably captured attention, especially since their college battles, Engelbert emphasized that the WNBA's long-term success depends on the collective talent and diversity of its players. Whether it's the excitement brought by rookies like Kia Jackson and Cameron Brink or the ongoing brilliance of veterans like Breanna Stewart and Aya Wilson, the league's growth is fueled by many stars working together to elevate the game. This is what makes the WNBA so unique. It's not just a one-player show. Sure, rivalries like Clark versus Reese may spark headlines and draw new viewers, but the depth of talent across the league ensures that fans will stick around for the long haul. Engelbert is spot on. The future of the WNBA relies on the success of many players, not just a select few.
But not all aspects of this rivalry have been positive. Throughout the season, a disturbing trend has emerged, with some fans using Clark and Reese's rivalry to push a divisive and toxic agenda, specifically racial tensions. When asked about this issue during the 60 Minutes interview, Engelbert notably dodged the question, focusing instead on how profitable the rivalry has been for the league. This didn't sit well with the Women's National Basketball Players Association, WNBPA. The WNBPA quickly released a statement calling out Engelbert for her lack of response. They made it clear that while rivalries are great for competition, the league must take action to protect players from racist and sexist abuse coming from toxic fan behavior. The statement read, "Toxic fandom demands immediate action, urging the league to address these incidents head-on." In response, several of the WNBA's top players, including Breanna Stewart, Sabrina Ionescu, and Brittany Griner, have spoken out about how the league should tackle the growing problem of abusive comments aimed at its stars. Their message is loud and clear. The WNBA needs to act swiftly to protect its players from these toxic attacks. Stewart has emphasized that the league must create a safe environment where players can focus on their game without worrying about the hate coming from social media or even within arenas. Similarly, Ionescu and Griner have both expressed their concerns, highlighting that this issue isn't just about basketball. It's about basic respect for the athletes who dedicate their lives to the sport. Christy Sides, Caitlin Clark's coach with the Indiana Fever, delivered a passionate response, sharing her frustration over the hateful and harmful comments her player, along with others in the league, have been subjected to online. She didn't hold back, stressing how unfair it is that rising stars like Clark, who are working so hard to elevate the WNBA, have to endure such negativity. As for Clark herself, she has been vocal in addressing the issue head-on. She's publicly condemned those who use her name to promote racism or hate against other players, making it clear that such behavior has no place in the sport or its fan base. "Those aren't fans, those are trolls," Clark said in a recent interview, calling out the toxic side of fandom and advocating for a league that supports all of its players regardless of background. In a recent press conference, Clark addressed the issue head-on, saying, "Nobody in our league should be facing any sort of racism, hurtful, disrespectful, hateful comments and threats. Those aren't fans. Those are trolls. And it's a real disservice to the players, the league, and the WNBA." It's refreshing to see Clark take a stand not only as a player, but as a leader, who's trying to ensure that the WNBA remains a place where everyone can thrive, regardless of their background. As the WNBA continues to grow, it's crucial for the league and its leadership to address these issues transparently. While rivalries are great for fan engagement, they should never come at the expense of players' safety or well-being. Cathy Engelbert's comments on including all stars in the success of the league are important. But the real test will be how the WNBA handles the increasing instances of fan toxicity and abuse. That's all for today's video, folks. The WNBA is reaching new heights thanks to stars like Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. But as the league grows, there are real challenges that need to be addressed, especially when it comes to protecting the players we all love to watch. Make sure to drop your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think the WNBA should be doing more to address these issues? And who's your pick for the most exciting rookie this season? We'd love to hear your opinions. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on all the latest WNBA news updates. WNBA continues to grow, so do the responsibilities we all share to celebrate the game, lift up the stars who inspire us, and call out the behavior that has no place in sports. Caitlin Clark's leadership, both on and off the court, reminds us that the future of the WNBA is about more than just basketball. It's about community respect and progress.